Oi, oi.
Savalon. There you daddy's girl.
Yes, man. You need a pen.
I've done.
Coffee, man. Coffee. Bubble.
Mm-hmm.
Are you ready? Are you ready? I don't think there's going to be a long one next line, guys. Just a quick one. Get us in a positive frame of mind. Hey, Buster. Good lad. Nicely, lad. Oi, oi,
Morning,
Jerry.
Jerry.
You're a good lad, man. So, guys, let's rock and roll.
Morning, Nutter.
Aye, not a lad. All right, son. Let's rock and roll. Let's rock and roll.
Hello.
Morning, John Kendra. God bless you. He is. Make sure you're all right. That's because she sneezed. She's come running from the garden, went in the front room, was not there. Where is she? Can't even sneeze. You fucking crackers, fella. You are crackers. Achoo! She knows her fake one, doesn't she?
Morning, John and
Fucking
Kendra.
can't even sneeze where Bella is.
So that's why I said, oh no, at first, because I knew it was coming.
She fucking cheesed me.
You know,
up.
when you get that tickle in your nose, you think, oh shit.
She cheesed me up, Bella. I swear down, she does, man.
She's done that since she was a puppy, though.
I know.
She hates it if you sneeze. Or
Ingrained.
if you have a coughing fit, you end up with a mallee tongue down your throat.
Oh, I just fucking broke one, man. Achoo! Oh, baby, I'm sneezing, baby. Achoo! She knows it's fair. Still had to come in and check, though. These class Bella, man. Can't even sneeze, man. Didn't even tell her now about sneezing, man. What now? Yes, guys. So, we're going to jump
She does it if you pretend to cry as well.
I know.
She thinks you're crying, she licks your face to bits.
So, guys, we're going to jump straight in. Because I'm getting out and about today. I don't know where I'm going. Today's going to be the day that we throw it all back to you.
That's not what we want to.
Bye now. I'm a one-man band, my babe. I'm a one-man band. Oh, then let's go.
So, March the 11th, seeking happiness.
Seeking happiness.
Happiness is not a goal for us. It is the result of following the 12 steps. If we make happiness an object of pursuit, it will only lead us on a wild goose chase. We know this because whenever we sought happiness out of a bottle or a needle or a pill, it always eluded us. When we're following our true purpose, we often find the happiness we never dreamed possible staring us in the face. When we work on recovery, help others, go to meetings, we can't help but have happiness presented to us. It is a result. The sooner I stop seeking happiness for itself, the sooner we realise it's the byproduct of our new life. Have I stopped chasing rainbows?
Well, do you know what? I'm going to phone from me and see if he's going to come and pick me up from the meeting. What's the date? March 11th. I'm going back to the fellowships, mate. Right, lightning the Lord is today's
Morning, Amanda.
reading. Morning, Amanda. So, lightning the Lord, it will not make us better. It will not make us better people to judge the faults of another. It will make us feel better to clean up our lives. Well, aye. So Sometimes we need something tangible to help us understand what holding a resentment is doing to us. We may not be aware of how destructive resentments actually are. We think, so what? I have a right to be angry, or I might be nursing a grudge or two, but I don't see the harm. To see more clearly the effect that holding a resentment is having in our life, we might try and imagine that we are carrying a rock for each resentment. A small grudge, such as anger at someone driving badly, might be represented by a pebble. Harboring ill will towards an entire group of people might be represented by an enormous boulder. If we actually had to carry stones for each resentment, we would surely tire of the weight. In fact, the more cumbersome our burden, the more sincere our efforts to unload it would be. The weight of our resentments hinder our spiritual development. If we truly desire freedom, we will seek to rid ourselves of as much extra weight as possible. As we lighten up, we'll notice an increased ability to forgive our fellow human beings for their mistakes and to forgive ourselves for our own. We'll nourish our spirits and good thoughts, kind words, and service to others. Just for today, I will seek to have the burden of resentment removed from my spirit. Resentment can be brutal, like
It's like drinking poison and expecting the other person to die.
I say that all the time. I say, well, I don't say that. I made it into my own. Just keep drinking that
Putting
point
Dracula in
resentment
charge
juice.
of a blood bank.
Yeah, I just say keep drinking that resentment juice, man.
So, what number are we on for gratitude?
Ooh, fucking hell, gratitude. I forgot about that. Gratitude, what's that? Been struggling last couple of days, mate. So
Maybe
I might
that's
struggle
why,
here.
because you've not done an addiction live.
I know, true story, true story. So I might struggle for me. How many are we doing?
6.
I knew you'd say 6, I'm not 5. I knew it. As soon as I said I might struggle.
10 then.
No more wait. I'll see what we can get. So 1, I'm grateful to be alive. I'm grateful. I'm grateful that there's food in the cupboards. I never say that now, man. You know, I'm scraping the barrel when I'm saying that kind of stuff. Fucking hell, 2. I'm grateful for my phone because I'm going to reach out today. So yeah, I'm definitely grateful for the phone. I'm grateful for some of the right people in here. You know, you are. I'm grateful for my rock. Never let go of that rock. Do you know what I mean? So I'm grateful for that rock. And I'm grateful that, you know what? I'm grateful that I haven't responded in the only way I know. I'm grateful for that. Not for them, for me. So there you go.
Morning, Mum. Morning,
How many was
Anthony.
that? 5 or 6? Was that 5?
Do another one.
Do another one just because I can. I'm grateful for my family. Do you know what I mean? I've got my family around me.
So, I'm grateful that I can have a nice chilled out day today. I've been working all week. It's nice.
Oh, right. I was thinking you were saying because I was going out.
No, I mean, like,
I'm just twisting it like you'll do, babe.
not
Okay.
at work.
Okay, I'm only joking.
Grateful for you guys in the chat. I'm grateful for them readings today because they were yeah.
At home a bit.
Yeah. So yeah, I'm grateful for them. I'm grateful for the dogs. Grateful for the chicken dinner I'm gonna have for tea.
Tasty, extra tasty chicken.
And I am grateful for you guys in the chat who stood by us through all the crap. It does really mean a lot to me. You know that I know that you're all there and so supportive. It does mean the world to me. So thank you.
What means the world to you? I like that song. What means the world to you? Don't be sniffing glue.
So go on then, guys. Get your gratitude on.
Anyone who wants to put any gratitude, kids being drug free, waking up this morning. Go on. That's what I'm liking this one, John and Kendra. Kendra feeling a bit better
Go
today, and this chat and all the good people in the chat. Go on. That's a good one, that mate. I think that's one of your best ones I've seen now. Respect. Respect anymore for any more.
Oh, we love you too, Mum.
We love yous too. True story, man. Wow, it's fucking freezing, man. I'm going out today. I get to that point where I'm going out and then I think I can't be arsed, man. I dragged myself out the door yesterday. I didn't have my fucking mask on, so I come back and I thought, I'm not going. I'm going today though, fucking right I am. I'm going to get some content today. I'm fucking really thinking about fucking this YouTube off me, like.
But then when you get out and do what you do, you end up feeling quite positive. I think you've just, with everything that's gone on the past couple of days, you've just got yourself in a bit of a rut.
Grateful for my family, warm home, food in the cupboard, clean clothes, dogs, weather, getting better, and our holiday later this year, and you guys here. Go on, 8 though, 8. I'm just doing 8. It's flying Amanda this morning. Go on, flying. Yeah, I know. I know. But I can still get out and go and get content. I don't need YouTube for content, but to go and get content.
I know, but
Do you know what I mean? I don't though, babe, you know. And that's a true story. You don't need it. I don't need YouTube. I don't need YouTube to go out and do what I do. I can do it just for my own. I can do it for me. And put it on my own page. On my own group. I've got a group, so no, I don't need YouTube, mate. I don't need it at all. True story. Out. I'm just saying I don't need it. But I've stopped anyway. Oh, then what we doing today?
We're building up a really nice community here.
No, I'm not on about this. I'm on about my channel, babe, not yours.
Right, so we're going to do roadblocks to healthy thinking.
Roadblocks to healthy thinking. We're going to do today, guys. It should be good. This I've never heard of that title before. Should we have a smoke first? Pass back in. I'll make a smoke.
Right, take the cotton wool out your ears and shove it in your mouth.
Is that what it says?
No, that's what I'm saying.
Oh, I'm saying that. Oh. Right, I'm listening. Healthy thinking we want.
But everybody was doing it. So
Was doing what?
rationalisation.
Oh, right. Sorry, girl. I was like, what have I missed there? Right. Everyone wasn't doing it then, but everyone was doing it.
Rationalisation is what we do when we try to excuse ourselves from full responsibility for our actions. We think of explanations that seem to fit or that seem to logically explain our decisions or behaviours. We look at the outcome of our actions or at a conclusion we have reached, and then we pull evidence out of the air that we think will explain everything while allowing us to look good in the eyes of others. We often use rationalisation as an attempt to justify our bad behaviour.
Yeah.
Morning, Rosie.
I identify with that, babe.
I know.
I think every human being on the planet identifies with that, though, to be fair.
I think.
And anyone who says they don't, I wouldn't believe them.
Most of these, every human being does. It's not just about addiction, this one, it's about that healthy thinking and the roadblocks that people can come across. So if you catch yourself doing any of these, maybe take a step back and think, is this actually healthy thinking or am I rationalising or? So the next one, someone's got to pay. Blaming. Blaming begins with an error in how we think about things that happen in the world and things that happen involving other people. We try to convince ourselves that all bad events are caused by somebody or that somebody intentionally set out to cause the bad event that has caused us a problem. This makes us want to point the finger instead of finding a solution. by blaming somebody else, we don't have to consider our own actions or responsibility. Let's face it, blaming others often is a backhanded way of trying to excuse our own behaviour.
Makes sense, all right, doesn't it, really?
And that's not us saying that people are to blame for everything, but what it means is owning your part in whatever that situation is, even if the part that you have to own is how you reacted to that situation. But it's always important, to own what mistakes you've made, how you may have reacted, things you may have said that have caused harm. It's all about looking at the situation as it is rather than how we perceive it to be. Because we can all do that blame game as well, can't we? Let's face it. And it's all right me sitting here saying this, I'm not perfect, I'm not a saint, and we all make mistakes, but it's about doing that reflection and learning from them, so if you're in that situation again in the future, how can we deal with it better?
I've got to put this on for a minute. I've got a voice recording. I've got to. Yeah.
Sorry about that, guys.
Sorry, guys. I had a voice message.
It is easier to blame others because we don't like looking at ourselves and owning our part in things. But in my experience, there is always a part we play. And as I say, it could be something as simple as how you reacted to it, I just don't understand. Yeah, and I get that. But at the same time, it's if you keep hold of that, you're going to stay stuck. It's like looking at the situation and think, how can I change it?
How can I make it better?
Yeah, how can I make it better? Where does your power lie? What do you have control over at the minute to make your life and your future and your kids' future better?
And let's face it, them bastards all do take kids and that, right? I'd love to see you self-destructing. Do you know what I mean?
What you've got to think of is your kid's going to be older one day. They're going to come looking for you. you know, and you will have the opportunity to rebuild them relationships. You know, sooner or later, they're going to have their own voice and they're going to have to be listened to and they're going to have to be heard. And it's what can you do in the meantime to make that better for them? So, confusion, I just don't understand. When we don't want to face a situation, we may think that if we appear puzzled and confused to others, they will let us off the hook. For example, we may say we just don't understand the question or an assignment, then not pay attention when somebody tries to help us out. This way of thinking allows us to pretend to be confused about assignments, rules, requirements, expectations, or facts. If we are confused, then we think we can blow off meeting obligations or taking responsibility for ourselves. We may also use confusion when we want to avoid taking full responsibility for things we did in the past. For example, someone claims not to remember to be confused about how drugs came to be in her possession. You know, or how did all that stuff end up in the trolley at being ever? Well, I don't know. You know, that type of thing. Don't blame me. Exactly, and they'll never stop loving Kendra. Never, you know. But you can make the situation better and prove the fuckers wrong.
Yeah, man. That's it. I thrive off that, mate. I thrive off it, guys, you know. Honest, but really for me, that I should, for me, I think it'd be better if I was doing things not in the sense of I want to prove people wrong, in the sense that I'm doing it because I want it first and foremost. I want to do it, and then do you know what? Then on top of that, it would prove people wrong anyway.
I know, but sometimes it can be a good
It
motivation to
does.
start.
I know it can. It motivates me to fuck, babe.
And truth be known, like when I got out of rehab, my mum told my sister, who passed away, that she betted that I didn't last 3 weeks coming out of rehab. And you know what? My sister told me that, knowing fine well that that'd spur me on. And I was like, right, I'll prove the bastard wrong. And you know what I did?
11 years ago.
Yeah.
Go on, babe. I'm a superstar, aren't you?
So when we decided to give up smoking because you were telling me I'd struggle and I wouldn't be
I know
able
you'd
to
struggle
do it.
this time, though.
Well, I know I struggled the first time, but I wasn't going to let you see it because you told me. You told me I couldn't do it and you were going to do better than me. And I'm like, right, fucking watch then.
I would do better than you know, and you know the fact I would. 100% fact. I know.
But for me, it really does give me that motivation. I think I like a bit of a challenge, if that makes sense.
Yeah, me too. Definitely a motivator for me. Definitely always has been.
I think it can be healthy if you're using it in the right way.
Yeah.
If you know that is what motivates you, then use it in a healthy way.
Yeah, well,
don't use it to say ha 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 ha. Just use it quietly and confidently to say right.
Yeah. And I'm good at that, mate. Look at the content. I haven't been out for weeks and weeks and weeks, and then go and look at my last content that I put up, and that was just because of all the fucking bullshit that I was getting. It made me go out and fucking perform at my best. Every time, man. Every time. And I will again.
Too.
Right.
He said that just to piss me off, assuming. Making assumptions about other people's thoughts, feelings, or motives is a way of thinking that allows us to justify our resentments, insecurities, and paranoia.
Wait there, T, we're not bothered, mate. Not the channel for it, bruv. We're not really bothered. Live free, be back. But anyway, let's get on with this.
So, Rather than checking out the facts by asking others about their feelings or intentions, we go in with our own assumptions, which are usually negative and blaming. The payoff is that we can righteously overreact or behave badly without being bothered by the truth of the situation.
Tongue.
We use assumptions to justify our behaviour and avoid taking responsibility for jumping to conclusions. So there's a saying, isn't there, doing other people's thinking for them. And I think we can all be guilty of that. Somebody says something and we automatically think we know what they're thinking and saying, and then we react in a way. And, have I even been in situations before where I've had a full-on conversation, or what I perceived the conversation would go like in my head, and got a resentment before I've even spoke to that person.
Yeah.
And it's about trying to keep that in check. And we don't know all the facts. We don't know what other people are thinking, feeling, blah blah blah. And it's about not justifying our resentments, because, as we said in the reading this morning, them resentments can become heavy and weigh us down. It was just one lousy beer, minimising. This way of thinking can be summarised as trying to make a molehill out of a mountain. When we minimise, we attempt to make others believe that it was, in fact, a pretty big screw up, really, no big deal.
Right.
Usually the words just and only will be part of our attempts to minimise our actions. When we minimise, we are usually attempting to avoid or reduce the consequences of our behaviour.
Yeah, man.
The payoff is we believe our own minimising, then we don't have to feel remorse or make amends for our actions.
Yeah, man.
Morning, Red Dye. So, yeah, I think that's pretty self-explanatory, and a lot of people do that, especially at the start of a relapse. Oh, it was a one-off, I won't do it again, blah blah blah. I should be given another chance. Entitlement. This way of thinking allows us to feel that we are somehow better than or more deserving of special treatment than the other guy. In other words, we allow ourselves to believe the rules just don't apply to us because we are unique and therefore entitled to special consideration. We may further believe that everything should be made easy for us and that we should not have to put forth any effort towards our goals. Most of all, when our thinking involves entitlement, we believe we should not have to pay the consequences for our mistakes, poor decisions, or lack of effort. And it's about working for what you want, isn't it? Nobody's better than anybody, and we all have to work hard for what we get in life. So lying. This is the one way of thinking that doesn't require a lot of definition for most of us. We all know what lying is. We use lying to distort the truth or confuse or make fools of other people. Sometimes we lie because we fear the consequences of the truth. A lie of commission is when we make up a falsehood on purpose, a regular old lie. A lie of omission is when we tell part of the truth but leave out important details. For example, telling your wife you had lunch with an old girlfriend, but leaving out the part where you went to the motel after lunch. Interestingly, many people refuse to believe this second type of lie is a form of lying. Okay. Poor pitiful me, victim stance.
Yeah.
Sometimes we think we can fool or control others by getting them to feel sorry for us. When we use this way of thinking, we attempt to present ourselves as a true victim of a situation.
to be frustrated, mate. Do you know what I mean? I can only go by my own experience with my own mum, and I can only put myself, or try to put myself in her shoes, but I definitely have to cut my toenails to fit into my mum's shoes, like. But I can only imagine the frustration that she fucking had with it, to put it mildly, to have, do you know what I mean? To watch your own son destroy yourself.
One thing that helped me was taking a step back and like trying to imagine how I'd feel if it was one of my kids doing what I was doing, and how that'd make me feel. And we like to think that we'd be supportive, we'd do it differently, blah blah blah.
And that's another way I used to think, actually. What tools did my mum have? What tools did my mum have to do with the kind of shit that I was doing?
But what you've got to think is, when you have kids, you see lots of potential in where they can go, but then if you see them kind of chucking that talent, that opportunity, that hope away, it's going to be hard. It is going to be hard as a parent to see your child suffer like that, knowing that there's nothing you can do to fix it. But it must be hard for family members and parents, and but that really did help me come to peace with that, because when you kind of hold on to things like that, the only person who it's really damaging is yourself. And your mum probably just wants to see you get well and get back on track, and she's probably full of fear, especially with the cirrhosis, and you're still drinking, and she won't want to lose a little girl, because it doesn't matter how old you are, you're still your mum's little girl. And I know when I see my kids hurting, it kills me, absolutely kills me. And if there's nothing I can do to change the situation, it's so frustrating, because I want to run down and fix everything, and I can't, and and it's hard. So we attempt to present ourselves as the true victim of a situation, so that others will see us as powerless and not responsible for our own behaviour. The payoff is that if we can trick others into seeing some kind of victim of circumstance, we don't have to be accountable or responsible for our behaviour or choices. In this way, the problems that we usually end up causing for ourselves can be blamed on our past, our family, the system, or the cruel, hard world. So
and that's it, innit? That's it, John. John and Kendra. Look, again, I only look at my experience, and I'm one of them that I'll concentrate on the negative. Do you know what I mean? And that's why I try and do gratitude on a daily basis, man. Because there's always something. There's always something to be. Do you know what I mean? Kids are doing meant at school. They're with good people. Do you know what I mean? There's a fucking massive positive, bruv. Do you know what I mean? And then he's another even bigger positive, that you can both get well and things will be even better again. Do you know what I mean? And that's the truth of the matter. No one's saying it's going to be easy, but
it'll be worth it.
You can both get well. You can both put that drink down together and fucking march together, man, and show them, mate. Do you know what? We might have been down and out. We might have been in the gutter. We might have made mistakes, but you know what? We can put it right, mate. And that's 100% fact, John and Kendra. You can. Do you know what I mean? And get on this one. You've got each other to fucking, like me and Mel. I've got Mel and she's got me. Where if I'm fucking struggling, she helps me. And if she's struggling, then I help her, mate. Do you know what I mean? Even if that's just giving her a hug or whatever. You know what I mean? To say everything's going to be alright. You've got each other there that you can fucking help each other as well, mate. Do you know what I mean? Because we look at what it is. We both drink, so one wants to get well and one doesn't. Do you know what I mean? You can turn that round and turn that into a positive and make that a positive way. You can both support each other and go, do you know what? We're going to do the right thing. We're going to get better. And what it is, people have been ashamed of us. I'm talking about my experience here. My mum was ashamed of me, man. Do you know what, though? She's proud of me today, mate. You know what I mean? Because I've turned it round, kid. Do you know what I mean? Like, and that can fucking happen for you too. Believe. 100% facts, kid. Trying to keep that positive mindset. I had to keep that positive mindset and go, do you know what? Change it. It's fucking struggling today, but you know what?
It will pass.
As long as I don't fucking care, it'll get better. Do you know what I mean? I have to go through the rough before I get to the smooth, mate, every time. But do you know what? You get there, man. It gets better, doesn't it, babe?
Yeah.
100%, kid. Do you know what I mean? I said it the other day. There's loads of support on here for all of you. Do you know what I mean? No, don't forget the should. Because we should. Doing that, we should. Puts pressure on you, mate. We can. We can. Not we should, mate. Do you know what I mean? When I used to put that pressure on myself, I should do this, I should do that.
And start off with small steps, you know, so
Morning, Ash.
work out how much you're drinking each day and buy a different brand that's a lower volume, you know, to start with, and then start mixing it with lemonade or something and reduce it slowly, and then before long you won't even notice. You won't get any withdrawals if you do it slowly, you know, and you can both do it.
And if one's struggling, the other one helps them. Just go, look, this is what we're aiming for. Fucking keep that positive mindset. This is what we're aiming for, and keep what you're aiming for in there. And if you're struggling, then Kendrick can tell you that, and if Kendrick struggles, you look at this, what we're striving for, man.
Another thing that helped me was having, like, I know it sounds a bit cheesy, but positive quotes and affirmations, you know, to pin them all around the house.
And then,
You know, little things that really resonated with me. I'd keep them like where I could see them. So if I was having like a bit of a moment, I could just like look up, go to the fridge. There'd be one on the fridge. You know, all sorts of different things. You know, that really like resonated with me. But it's got to be stuff that resonates with you, stuff that keeps you going. You know, and keep your eyes on the prize.
go on, man. I know you can do it, man. I, for one, and I know the fact now, for one, I'm fucking proud of you, man, when you do. When you do, and I swear to God, we fucking every one of us will be proud of you in here. And your families. And your kids. Do you know what I mean? Everyone. And yourselves. More yous will be proud of you as well. You know what I mean? And I'm telling you, there's no better feeling, John and Kendra, that, you know what, when you've achieved that goal and you've put it down, mate, and you're clean and you don't have to get up and you don't need a fucking bag or you don't need a fucking drink. Do you know what I mean? Fucking proud, mate. Men feeling that. It's fucking class.
Oh, go on. Yeah, and that's the way to do it. And
oh, know, JJ. Go on, sorry, but babe.
And you can start like dropping one of them cans, or you know, start mixing them with lemonade. You know, so you still have 6. Well, you have 6 drinks, but 5 cans, and you know, top the rest up with lemonade. So, kind of trick your brain.
I'll speak to you in a bit, Ash.
We know Uncle JJ. We love you too. So, grandiosity. This thinking error involves a belief that we are superior to others, that we should never be questioned or challenged, and that we are right about everything, which means everybody else is wrong. No one can teach us anything because we believe we are smarter, better, more capable, and more in the know than other people. Even if the facts don't support it, we think that our lives, experiences, knowledge, needs, problems, concerns, and opinions are the only ones that really matter. So that's an interesting question, but the real issue is, so this is called the hop over. Sidetracking is another way to describe this thinking error. We use it to control the conversation, change the subject, and shift the focus away from a topic that makes us uncomfortable. When we use a hop over, we are trying to distract people from the real issue being discussed. We think that by throwing people off the subject, we can avoid being confronted by the facts of our behaviour. Here's a classic example. Why did you start dealing drugs? Response, well, the drug laws in the US are really screwed. People in Amsterdam can smoke pot whenever they want. The US needs to wise up and change its laws. See how it works. We are asked an important question that we really should consider, and instead of staying focused, we lead the other person on a verbal wild goose chase.
So justifying them.
Boredom. Boredom is used as the thinking error when we want to give ourselves permission not to stay focused, to avoid participation or study, or to avoid taking responsibility for our own learning. It involves the belief that if we label something as boring or stupid or lame, we don't have to deal with it. Instead, we can complain, whine, act out, waste time, and otherwise try to control the situation, while at the same time hide from issues and problems we need to address. When we label something boring, we are actually trying to blame somebody else, the teacher, the group leader, the program, for our own resistance to learn something new. So yeah, that's roadblocks to healthy thinking. So it's about having that awareness.
I'm just going to go to the toilet. Go and open this up till I come back.
So again, it's about having that awareness of these different stumbling blocks and what can trip us up and lead us back into them unhealthy thinking patterns. Because as I say, it's not just with substance use, it's with life in general. We can all have them unhealthy roadblocks, and we can all still justify, rationalise, blame. And it's about having that awareness, because if we have that awareness, we can change it. And now, if I start falling into one of these traps, I can catch myself and think, yeah, this isn't healthy, and take a step back and see the bigger picture, and as I say, none of us are perfect. We're all a work in progress, but it's about learning and trying to be a little bit better today than you were yesterday. And that's how we continue to learn and progress and develop as a human being. Exactly, Rosie. And life can be really hard, but it can also be really beautiful as well. And I am a great believer in trauma being a gateway. 99.9% of people I've come across in addiction have suffered some kind of trauma. And for me, like everyone says it's cannabis, blah, blah, blah. For me, it is trauma. So what we deal with when we're looking at addiction is traumatized, broken people. And drinking and drugging is just a symptom of what's really going on. Because there are people who can drink and smoke weed recreationally, but most people I know who've took it further are the ones who've experienced that trauma. Do you like my little doggy, JJ?
Pass the cups on that cover.
It's a little leaving present from work. Even though I'm not leaving till exactly. And I think if you do surround yourself with positive people, it can help you through. You know, when times do get hard, because it's unrealistic to think, oh yeah, I'm going to be happy all the time, because life isn't like that. You know, and it's getting, you know, it's getting them right kind of people around you who can help you on your bad days, and you know, you can help them on their bad days, and you get through it together. Even it's you that's got to do the work, but you don't have to go through it alone. And you know, and for me, it is kind of looking at that trauma, and as hard as it is, if that's the thing that keeps dragging you back, you know. If you're happy and you know it, clap your hands. Used to love doing that at school. Can you remember that oranges and lemons as well?
Orange and lemon, Stream of Santana. Class tune now.
No, that game you used to play as a kid.
Alright, well.
Oranges and lemons, say the bells of St. Clemens. I owe you 5 farthings, says the bells of Old Martin, or something like that. Can anyone remember that Cat's Cradle used to do with a bit of elastic as well? I used to love doing that. Go on, Kendra. Are you going to come and sit here so I can nip to the loo?
Just one second, babe. Just follow the coffee.
Exactly. Ooh.
Oh, baby, baby, baby. Ma. Oh, baby, will you pass my down bar thing? It's in the drawer in the fridge. Baby. Freezing, babe. The sun's coming out shining there. Thanks, babe. Love you. When you know, hey man, I'm fucking freezing, guys, you know. I'm cold all of a sudden, man. Fucking swear down. I think I'm coming down with the flu. Look at you. You've got the flu. You've been sniffing glue. What was the other one there? So, what were we talking about? Like, that is a little positivity that can change your day. That's it, man. I like you thinking me on DW. Respect. Go on, that's it, man. Fucking get that fucking oath, man, John and Kendra. Fucking go on, mate. You can do what you want to do, man. Don't you fucking know in that head that I can do anything I put my mind to, guys. Anything I put my mind to, I can do. Anything. Anything, man. And that's the truth of the matter. I don't believe that at all. I know that. And I know that anything any of us put our minds to, we can do. I don't believe that for a second. I know it. 100% no. 100% facts coming at you. Where's our Ash Phillips gone? Where are you, Ash? Yeah, even if you have that, isn't it? Anything you can do, I can do better. Man, watch and learn, isn't it? Just a little taste of that. I've never tasted that. Just what? I haven't tasted that.
Well, I've got you that.
And it got it. I didn't eat it, I don't think. Just one little bit, please. Just a tiny bit. That one's all. Just let me taste it. Show them what you've got. I've never tasted it, man, guys. You know what I mean? She told me I have.
Yes. Except auditing.
No, mate. You can't do anything better than anyone. Anything. I still eat Ash.
I'm going to put the link out.
Let me do this first. Yes, man.
It is nice. Not as nice as the Marvish creations, but still nice.
You can have chocolate, fat man, though. What was I doing? Putting on, you can do anything you want, mate. Anything you want, Andy. You know you can. Better than anyone. I know. You know you can, mate. We all can. Do what we want, when we want. We can do anything we put on our mind. Oh. So come and say aye, because what it is, we won't be along for long. Buster, you're not getting chocolate. This is for you. Here. Because he knows the chocolate. You're not getting no chocolate, mate. It's not good for you. That is fucking mint. Mint. Look at all the damn bits in there. Look at all that, man. Fucking love it. Oh. No one coming to say hi. Oh, we've got one pest. I mean guest. I've got you. Pest, I mean guest. Listen, we're taking a risk here because we don't know.
Oh yes, it's risky business this, eh? Risky business. How are we doing?
I'm alright, how are
I'm a
you?
bit better, man.
All good in the hood here, thank you very much.
That's right, John. I've had a bad couple of days, mate, if I'm honest.
Well, I know you have, but coming on YouTube, right, it's not going to help your situation, mate.
I know.
You should phone a friend.
I know, you're right.
I am right.
I know.
Anyway, I'll move away from that because that's not free really as such. But anyway, that's my opinion. Whether you take it on board or not, it's a different matter. Anyway, Andy's beaming with positivity and joy. He's going to do his tasks and have a great day, everyone, and thank you, everyone. Have a wicked day, Andy W. Take care.
Respect, kid.
Oh, yeah, another question before you go, Andy W. You're on your live other day with your game, but there's no thing in there. Tell you that I'm there watching. But anyway, I don't know where that's disappeared to.
Sorry, man.
It's all right. Don't worry. Don't be sorry. Just keep stuffing your face with chocolate.
Yeah, you need some pies down next door.
Yeah, you need some pies. Some nice pies.
Chicken. Hey, chicken.
Chicken and mushroom for you, because I know you love them.
Hey, mushrooms, mate.
I know you do. That's why I said it. I can see your face.
No
No
worries.
chat. Well, you know when you're on the on your game, Andy, there's no chat. I don't understand where that's gone. I can hear you talking, but at the side of me thing, there's no chat for me to make comments, so I don't know. Anyway, there we go. That was that. Wonder how Evie is today. Was she all right yesterday?
No, she went off. I put a video on what I should put up, the video of me.
Yeah.
In 2017, I should done a proper video on it. And I put it up and then she just disappeared. She has texted for me. I don't, but it was I was well in bed then. And I keep my phone downstairs, mate. Do you know what I mean? My phone's all downstairs, so I didn't know this morning that she phoned.
Oh, well, because she has regular checks, I think people come in, don't they? So maybe she had to go and do something. I went off.
Maybe.
Yeah, you're welcome, Andy, anytime, you know that. Yeah, chicken's got plenty of protein in it, of course. I like chicken.
That's what you need, Bob. You need to get yourself some gristle grabbers.
Yeah, you need some gristle grabbers, you know what I mean? Keep you warm and all that.
No, freezing, mate.
You know, you keep telling us on a daily. You can always tell when you're wrapped up like an Eskimo.
I'm mad sometimes because he's sat there freezing and I'm like proper boiling.
See, Andy?
Yeah. See you later, Andy. Exactly, this is the problem, innit? I enjoyed the Roadblocks today, though. You putting your lug holes back and learnt all that, Tobbs.
Yeah. Yeah, Manda.
Yeah, maybe we might need a recap one day. Mrs.
That's the thing about doing all these worksheets. We can always come back to them over time.
Exactly, that's it, innit? And I think we're, like you said, we're all guilty of that sometimes or another. But as you get older, I think you realise more, and you do take that step back and think about it rather than saying it. I mean, when I was younger, I had no sort of filter. No filter, so whatever on my mind came out. Whereas now, I think about what I'm going to say before I say it.
Yeah. Yeah, it's mad, innit?
Yeah, Chris is quite no filter. He just says it as it is, if you know.
I don't.
Sometimes it's not always a good thing. Do you know what I mean?
I do that. It's fucking right, man. Speak your mind. The best way. I don't
Oh, yeah.
think.
But sometimes,
Do you know what? Some people.
But what we're saying, babe, is sometimes what's on your mind, you know, isn't necessarily right because we all have them unhealthy thinking patterns.
Oh yeah, I know.
Exactly. This is what I mean.
What's that? Go away.
It's good to take a step back and think what you're going to say before you say it. Do you know what I mean? That's what we're
Even
saying.
if you are speaking your mind.
The problem is I can't do that now.
he can't do that. He either says it or voices in there said say it. That's what he says. Yeah.
The chair.
Well, do you know, a couple of nights ago, I know you were laughing, but apparently I had this conversation with Chris and he went, "What are you doing?" I went, "I'm having a chat with Evie on laptop."
Yeah, I know.
I mean, I don't know what all that were about.
Best about it, you haven't even got a laptop.
I haven't even got a laptop, so maybe Evie were on laptop. I have no idea. Funny that. Weird. Maybe it's probably because you were on my mind when I went to bed, eh?
That's it. I know. I know.
You know, I think it was at that time, you know, when she hadn't been on for a few days and we didn't really know, and then obviously she came on.
Yeah.
Hope she's all right anyway, and, you know.
Yeah. There's a lot of people in here who's got tamper EB, isn't there? There's a lot of us in here that's got a lot of tamper EB. Do you know what I mean?
Yes,
She's very intelligent.
she's very,
Yeah,
she's very intelligent, very clever woman.
I know. Same as my sister. She's got bipolar and that, and she's fucking intelligent, proper intelligent, and all the
Yeah.
top of that whole and everything.
I mean, it's hard with bipolar, isn't it? Very hard to 1 minute down, up, down. I mean, my friend, she's tried to commit suicide no end of times. She actually drove a car straight down M1 and straight into the side barrier at 80 mile an hour, purposely.
So
Mm.
you struggle when she's feeling down like that, don't you? Because she talks about is it Sweden where you can get euthanized?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah,
And doing all the research for that, but obviously he struggles with that side of it.
yeah. It's very hard to keep a lid on it, isn't it? Even though I know she's got quite a lot of medication to help. Some people don't take meds, and you know, it's like
He abuses them and so Natalie, doesn't she? And she thinks because it's prescribed,
It's okay.
it's okay. It's prescribed, what you're on about? Yeah, but it's not prescribed to take the full box at once, mate, is it? It says one a day.
Well, yeah, exactly. This is the thing.
It's in my name. I can do what I want. No.
No.
Read the label. Tells you what to
No.
do.
Exactly.
And you can't tell her. She generally believes that she can do what she wants with it, man.
No, that's one thing, you know. I mean, I've got a shitload of medication, a lot of opiates and shit, but I then never abuse them because some days I can drive and some days I can't.
Yeah.
But because obviously I do have a driving license, you know, when I spoke to me chemist and GP about it, they said because it's prescribed to you and you've got a prescription, it's not
You're
like
right.
this is a drug thing. But obviously, if you overtake, you know, more than what you should, then obviously you're going to be in trouble, which I never do anyway.
Yeah, that's the one in there.
Right. It's a fine line, isn't it?
It's a fine line between insane and fucking genius.
Genius insanity.
Yeah, very much so.
Hand, don't they?
Yeah, that's what I said on that.
Yeah, definitely.
Most people with mental health issues, you'd be surprised how intelligent they are.
Well, yeah.
And that's why I'm intelligent. But just act dumb.
No, there is exceptions to.
Yeah. No, it's like my son, he's very, very clever in politics and all that sort of stuff. Honestly, it's mind blowing what he comes out with.
Oh, I'm very good with politics. I'll tell you now. Don't believe a word they say.
Well, no, exactly. But I mean, he looks at all what they're saying and what he believes and so on and so forth. He watches them all question time and
Does he?
Does Anyway, but yeah, Eve, you'll be fine, I'm sure. You know, I presume where she is, she'll have sessions and stuff to go to anyway. She's not just going to sit in a room all day, is she? If you know what I mean.
They do try and do some work with her while they're there, don't they?
Yeah, 'cause my friend also works at a mental health unit as well. So yeah, it's hard work, isn't it? Trying to keep the level. But I don't think Eve is actually medicated, is she, as such?
I know she was saying that she tries to do it herself, didn't she?
Yeah.
You can tell when she's not been eating or sleeping properly.
Yeah, definitely. I think she tires her out, especially when there's stuff on her mind. She really needs to look after herself a bit more with, you know, the eating and drinking and sleeping.
Yeah, I don't want the eating carry on like. I am eating a bit better. I have been eating a little bit better.
Yeah, but like, you know, a Cadbury's bar ain't going to suffice for daylight, you know what I mean?
Anyway, listen. The reason I know Tubbs is intelligent, right? is because when he goes on his audits, yeah, he don't trip up. And it's saying we live free, News Now, and a few others, they don't trip up, they don't stumble when they're in front of them. They've always got an answer to go back with.
You know.
Yeah, there's a lot of them on fire right now, let me tell you. Especially
Say
news.
what?
I said there's a lot on fire at the moment, you know. News Now's with lasting. DJ.
I know.
Anyway,
Getting out there, getting fresh content, man. Flying.
exactly. Flying. Sometimes with wings and all. aka the drone.
You know.
You do.
I don't know what to do with it. Do you know what? I'm going to be totally honest with you. I'm not far away from wrapping the top channel up, you know. And that's the truth. I'm not fucking far. Not far.
Oh.
Not because of any fucking idiots or not like that. I just can't be asked, man.
Listen, there's no point in getting your channel. You've got all them subscribers on there. What you need to do is do like rest on them. Do Facebook and YouTube.
Yeah, I have got a YouTube. Well, you know, I've got the Facebook up and going. But I've been thinking about just fucking YouTube off and just growing me.
No, all you need to use YouTube for is just put the content out there. Stop doing the lives. Just get your content out there like some others.
Yeah.
You see, look at News Now and all the rest of them. They don't have this problem because they don't go live.
I know,
They don't go live.
I know. I like News Now, yeah.
All the videos that they're putting out there, right? Yeah, listen. All videos that they're putting out there, they're doing premieres on them all. Have you seen numbers in the chat?
Yeah.
I mean, look at News Now. Other night, he had 1,800 watching his premiere.
Did he?
Yeah.
On News Now, Yorkshire lad.
Aye.
You know what I mean? 1,800. There you go, boom. Making money straight away with them. Numbers like that. That's his money starting. That's the money starting to come in straight away.
Yeah. So best thing to do is just do your premieres live. Yeah. So that people can comment in chat, right? But don't do lives.
Yeah.
And if you've got any sure you want to talk to somebody, pick phone up, ring somebody. I'm sure there'll be somebody there.
Oh,
End the phone. Exactly.
I know that. But yeah, it is what it is. I have been thinking about fucking jacking it in, you know. True story, that.
That could be because you've had a stressful few days. You haven't been
Exactly.
able to
Well, it's only been the last couple of days that I've been thinking about it.
And is it a coincidence that you've had a really stressful couple of days? You haven't done your gratitude lists, blah blah blah.
Yeah. All of that.
If you stop doing it, mate, you'll regret it because you can be as big as any of them. At the end of the day, all you've got to do is focus on one thing. That's getting out there, getting it done, fucking off the lives and doing your bit. And you'll be as big as them all.
Well, I know. And you know what? And the truth of the matter is, Chris, it's not ego. I know that, you know. Now, I didn't. And you know what? I know that 100%. You get paid for the job. Don't worry about that, mate. Do you know what I mean? It's not the point, though. You shouldn't have to fucking be in cop shops for 6 hours when you've done no wrong. Money or no money.
No, but the thing is, Tubbs, I'm only thinking overnight, you know, when you get up there, you can come and pick us up on your yacht and we can go out there and come off Backward Cruiser for a day.
Yeah. Well, I will when I win the lottery, mate. We'll come and pick you up, 100%.
We'll go sailing. We are sailing.
No, I'm not going to Ukraine.
Yeah.
Yeah, we'll wrap it up in a minute then. Give me a couple of dog biscuits. We'll wrap it up in 10 minutes. Have another small apparatus, yeah. We'll wrap
Morning,
it up.
local experimentalist UK. Good morning. Good morning.
Good morning. Good morning, Vietnam. Yeah, do you know what, Chris? I swear down, I didn't use it. Like, Audit and all was the first one who used to say, you are shit hot. You're like, you used to say it to me, you're up there. And that was right in the early days. I just to say, I think I just over 1,000 subs I had when he used to tell me that, and I used to say, "Stop winding me up, man. Wind me up, Paul." And didn't
Just
believe
listen
it.
to me. I don't speak bullshit, mate. You are shit art. You just don't think you are sometimes.
I know.
You
And you
don't.
know what? You're right. There, sometimes I don't as well. Most of the time, though, now, Chris, I think I know that. Do you know what? I am half decent. I am good. I am half good at doing what I do, but sometimes I don't believe myself as well. Depends on me. Depends.
Well, I think we're all guilty of that at times, aren't we? Doubt ourselves, but it's
But
all
then when
about
I get
being positive.
It's not
when I
just
get
you. mate. It's not just you. There's a few of us exactly saying bear shit at what he does, but he doesn't. He's still going on lives. He's still dabbling in bullshit. You know what I mean? And he's doing no favors at all.
I know.
Anyway, we'll move
He's not
away from
getting
that.
out enough, is he? He's not getting out enough. But I identify that. I identify with that myself. Do you know what I mean?
Well,
I had
yeah,
no excuse really. I had the car and everything. Do you know what I mean? So that's up to him, isn't it? Good looking, God bless kid. But yeah, what it is. Do you know when people are telling me your channel's failing and that makes me that makes me know that. No, it's not. And that's what drives me on. And I love it when they say it because that makes me want to stay.
Exactly.
Makes
The
me
trolls
wanna
want you to think that. The trolls want you to think that. The idiots of the community and the ones that want to pull it down want you to think it is. But it ain't.
Hi, local.
Well, I know different, you know. I know different.
it's all
When I
about
say
being positive.
but go and have a look on me. Go and have a look on my channel. You can go and have a look if you know where to look. If you know where to look, you know where to look. If you
I know
don't,
every, I
I'll
know
tell
every,
you where to look.
I know every corner of your channel, mate. And Live
No,
Freeze.
there's a site.
And
There's a
now.
site. Chris, there's a site like one mate, and it tells you everything you need to know about any. Or just
Yeah,
type the
yeah,
name.
yeah.
Just type the name, the channel name, and it'll tell you what you need to know. If you don't know, tell me, and I'll tell you now. I'll tell you where to go and look.
No, I know it, mate. I know where to go and look at statistics and everything.
You know what
If
I
you
mean?
know, you know.
It's flying at the minute.
If you know, you know. But yeah,
Do you know
it's all
what I mean?
about being positive. Weather's getting better. Things are on the up.
But what I will
Things-
say is, if I do go, I'm going to drop that bomb that I've been on about, atomic bomb, before I go.
Anyway,
Well,
That's in the pipeline, regardless.
yeah, but we're not doing that here, though. Do you
No,
remember?
not yet. Definitely not
Because we're
yet.
on the Junction Live. You know what I mean? You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
We're all being positive today because we've had a
Oh.
good day. We've been doing some roadblocks,
Hey,
remember?
very good. Yeah, do you know what? Actually, you're right. You're right, actually. Today's a good day.
Today is a good day.
I'm going to be honest with you. You know, if it weren't for auditing, I'd have been fucked over years ago, a good 2 years ago. Because at the end of the day, I had no to occupy my mind. And all I've got going through my head were bad shit every day. Most of that bad shit was down to how I was treated when I was younger. And because of auditing and because of people going out there and showing, right, that they're not this great, big fucking evil Nazi machine that they think they are, right, it made me think a bit better about the world. You know what I mean? And there's a lot of people exactly the same. It's the audits. It's the audit. We're not interested in lives. I don't give two shits. I don't go on all lives. It's the audits. That's what we're interested in.
Respect, mate. I know. Shall I just have to laugh?
Yes, Jerry, exactly.
That's where people are getting into trouble with them labs as well. That's how the channels are getting shut down with them labs. Where the fuck
Well, this is the thing, and there's a lot of new laws, internet laws and all this majaz coming out and about. You know what I mean?
Yeah, but that doesn't do trolls any good either. It works on both sides. This does. I mean, it's all right saying, you can't do this, you can't do that because of the internet, but some of these trolls with what they're saying on here and what they're doing on here are going to find us in court.
Some disgusting behaviour.
And people have been telling me to go to the police over fucking certain individual.
Well,
I'm not built like that, isn't it?
No,
Because
well,
It'd be behind the door, you know. Some of the stuff that I've got from that one, it'd be behind the door, mate. Honest, I don't tell you that, but Amanda, you know.
This is how I see it. What's good for goose is good for gander.
I
Now,
love that.
if they don't bother going to the police about anything, and they're that type of person that they won't do that, then you don't go to the police. But if it's somebody that's constantly going to the police all the time, yeah, then do it back.
They'd be in the place when I hadn't even done that, man. I was on alarm. They'd be in the place. I still remember her name. You know what my memory's like? I still remember her name. I don't even need to write it down or remember her name. She told me.
Exactly. What's good for
And then
them?
she will inform me and I'll sort it out for you. That's what she told me.
Yeah. Anyway, it's Dixon Live. I'm sorry.
Are you getting ribbed off, Amanda? I get ribbed off, Mel.
Yeah, because we're being positive today. We've been doing some Roadblocks. Remember the Roadblocks, guys?
Yeah.
My balls are stinging at a minute, mate. Ooh.
That's right, mate. We need a good woman to keep us in line, man.
Well, you've got to, haven't you? Do you know what I mean?
Telling you, if I didn't have Mel at the time, mate, that's where I don't have to drop fucking bombs on you, me, Monday, you know, honest.
Anyway.
You know.
Yes.
No, I'm not saying I'm gonna, but wouldn't I?
Mel is the voice of reason. Let me tell you.
Do you know
She's
what?
a very good woman, and she knows.
She keeps me right. She keeps me right, you know.
She's got to. Somebody's got to keep you right and in
Well,
line.
the thing is, mate, you've got to listen to her.
Job.
Exactly.
Like, no, you've seen me on videos when I've done them videos when that video we didn't want to do this, but and I'm going, no, she's fucking taking me as much to say shut up, man. And I'm like, no. But sometimes
like you rate crafty Torbs, I've seen it, mate. She'll tell you not to do something and then you'll gradually edge onto it.
Yeah.
And then she's jabbing you under the table. You can tell the look on your face.
She does. Like, what was that for?
But Mel is the voice of reason.
You know what I mean? Well, man, I'm starting to feel a bit
She's
positive.
a good woman.
But if there's any auditors on there listening, mate, and this is the last thing I'm going to say. Get out there, get auditing, fuck the lives off, and you know, think positive, get on with it, because we need to get back to how you were before up trolls come on scene.
Take care, John and Kendra. I have to say, do you know what? I need to take my own advice. What I was saying to John and Kendra, I can do anything I want, man. Put me, man. Wait and do anything I want.
Exactly.
I mean, I
You can get out there and get some auditing done. Not an issue, is it?
No.
It's going to be a good day. Yeah, take care, John and Kendra. Have a lovely day.
And do you know, going back to Mel and saying that she's a good woman, do you know what's the best thing that ever happened to me, mate? So sorry.
Exactly. So that's why you have to listen to her. Because if you don't listen to her, right, you'll not have her respect forever.
I know. You poked me in the eye, won't she?
I don't know about that. I don't know about that. She'll change password on your YouTube account.
Can't. No one can do that because it's all to my devices.
She'll steal your device, mate. Trust me.
Yeah, but I've got loads of devices. Do you know what I mean?
I'll steal a fucking lot.
Exactly. Don't underestimate Mel either.
Oh, for fucking hell, you wouldn't dare. Bella, 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 Bella. Ah, you got you said I love it, yo. Yeah, we do. See you later, then. Bye.
Oh, I've seen your video as well. Were you teaching Bella? That was very good. When you did your video? When you were teaching her yesterday.
Oh, my lab, I've took it down.
Yeah, but that was good though. I enjoyed watching
She
you.
wasn't even, do you know what it is? She wasn't even, Amanda, she wasn't even paying attention now, you know. She was like off, she wanted to be in the garden, wasn't letting her in the garden. She was like, I want to be in the garden. Come and do that, man. Fucking, she was getting ahead of herself because what it is, do you know with her, what she thinks, what it is, he tells me to go to the side, then the next move's down, so she go to the side, sit, and then before I'd even tell her, she thinks, I know what's coming next, so she does it before you tell her. So I've had to start mixing it up and say like what it is now. You go to the side, then you go middle. So she'll turn around, go behind me and do a fucking U-turn and come and sit in between my legs. Then I tell her to go to the other side, front. I can tell her to go back, but when I go like that, she's used to that. Like sit. So when I go like that, back, she's fucking sitting. When I put my hand on her and go back, she'll go back a bit. But
You have to think of a different hand signal.
I know. Respect, Jerry. Yeah, I've been thinking.
So, any plans for today then, guys? You're going out, aren't you?
Going out in a minute.
What, in your dressing gown?
No, it's only 2 minutes to go. Swim my face. Fucking sort myself out, man. And then
Don't
I'm out.
get your breakfast.
I don't know where I'm going. Oh yeah, porridge. I'm gonna have some porridge first. I'm gonna
Yeah.
have some porridge. I don't know where I'm going, but I'm going.
As long as you're not doing porridge, we're all right.
Yeah, we don't want you doing any porridge. You just
I
want
was
you
eating
to
that the other day. Fucking Joe. You don't do as good, man. So yeah, I don't, man. But it wasn't really. It's just
No.
my stinking thinking being on. The stinking thinking's been on me for days.
The overthinking, you mean?
Yeah, we call it stinking thinking. Negative bullshit. Tell myself bullshit. That sounds. And myself off.
I think we're all guilty of that as well, aren't we? Do you know what I mean? You have to write it down, analyse it, write it down, analyse it, cross it off. It doesn't exist.
I know, and someone was, you know what, without getting into too much negative, I'm not getting into negative, right, just so don't get confused, right, I was spoke to somebody on the phone last night, they said to me, do you know what I should do? I should go on the cesspit and put my side across, right, and I said, do you know what, I'm never going, I don't need my side, I don't need to put any side across, because, and you know what, and I told the guy straight away, I said, listen, he said, get your point across, you know you're telling the truth, like, as though I need them. I said, listen, do you know what it is? I don't need nothing. All I need to do is what you just said, basically. I told him last night myself. All I need to do, right, is go out and get my content and put it up, and that's it.
Exactly.
Like, I'll grow, and I know that, 100% fact.
Exactly, baby.
Yes.
In the Chris, I'll go out there and put them videos out, mate. That channel will grow without me doing anything else.
Exactly.
But I've still got my 2-step plan. Believe.
Well, yeah. It's always good to have plans.
I haven't been saying it. That's in the background, just simmering away. And when it's time to do it, move. And that's not dropping bombs or anything. This is all positive stuff. 2-step plan. Part 1. Part A and B, and part 2.
Well, that's future stuff, though, isn't it? Do you know what I mean?
I haven't told no one. I haven't told no one. Do you know what I mean?
That's the positivity, isn't it?
Apart from Mel knows.
Well, obviously, Mel's going to know.
And a guy who told me about part A anyway, who put it in my head, knows as well. Do you know what I mean? But then I was washing the pots, and then I had brainwave. Do you know what I mean? It was like a big fucking 12 million candle light come down, burst through the roof, through the fucking ceiling, and shone bright on me. And I thought, boom, that's what it is. You know what I mean? Because I'm one of them as well. I truly believe that everything happens for a reason, and people come in our life for a reason.
Yep.
You know,
Very much so.
be it if they're good people or bad people or fucking idiots or mongs or whatever.
Either a blessing or a lesson.
Yeah. Or they're a blessing and a lesson in this instance. What's a blessing and a lesson?
Well, yeah, we all have them in life, don't we?
Yeah, I swear to God, man. Then watch. I'll tell you though. I'll text you and tell you when I'm about to do it. I'll text you and tell you. Boom, watch this. What's going to happen now, and watch how far we go. All of us, not me, us.
Exactly, some positivity.
I'll never leave any of you behind. Any of the positive people who's been with me, right, and hasn't sold me out. And fucking, I'll never leave them behind ever, because I'm not built like that, mate. Couldn't do it. Do you know what I mean? But I also keep my hands open now. So
if you were crap, I'd tell you were crap. If you're good, I'd tell you you're good, mate, and you're good.
Nice one. Wait there, I'm just going to go and sort these dogs out 2 minutes.
I don't think it's ours. I think it's
No, but I've just seen Buster next door, Spencer. Buster!
Good old Buster. I'm surprised he's not gone back to bed. So you're having a relaxed all day.
too. Take care, John and Kendra. Have I missed that? I think I missed that ages ago, didn't I? Oops.
No. None of that
Do we
shit,
have any
mate.
relaxed day then, Mel?
Walk away.
What?
You having a relaxed day today?
Yeah, nice chilled out day. Been a bit of a stressful week.
Right.
Yeah.
Do you know what, guys? I'm gonna go. Yeah, so just because I haven't been on about that two-step plan doesn't mean that I forgot about it. It's there. It's simmering away. Things are happening. Things are happening nicely. You know what I mean? I need things to happen, and it's happening. It's happening. Do you know what I mean? I need to just. Anyway, I've said so bit too much anyway, but yeah, it's happening, guys. Two-step plan. Part A. I don't know about part A. Part A might be a bit out of reach, but part two was where it was at as well. Do you know what I mean? So,
Good things come to those who wait.
Exactly.
especially when people are helping you and they don't even know they're helping you now, and they can't help themselves.
In a day, that's been a good one.
You know what I mean? Can't help themselves. Can't help themselves, guys. You know. But listen, I'm loving life.
Take to the virtue.
Sun shining. What police station? I don't even know what police stations I'm going now. What police station is the sun shining on today? I want to get 3 done. Listen, I'm going to have to go because if I don't, I won't get none done. Listen, we're going to go. We'll see you at 8 o'clock. If I'm not available, then you know why. I'm not here.
Be careful. You know what's up.
Yeah, be careful out there. Have a good day. Hope Mel has a nice, relaxing day.
Listen, do you know what? Anyone who's thinking about going out ordering, right? If you've got these 2 qualities, you'll go far. As long as they don't fear you, as long as you're not scared of them, that's the main one for me. As long as you're not scared of them and you dare speak your mind within the boundaries of the law, you've got it. And 2, and it's a shame, this really, it shouldn't have to be, but you've got to accept that even though you're not breaking the law, they will twist things and you've got the ability to get locked up like that and spend 7 hours or however many hours, 40 hours in a cell.
Exactly.
You know, and if you're not scared to lay on your back for a few hours, daydreaming or sleeping, then you're good to go.
Exactly, mate. You've got it.
And I've got both of them in abundance.
You've got what it takes.
I ain't scared. And I'm not scared to go behind the door neither. You know what I mean? Being behind the door's all my life, man. And I know that key opens the door, be it in 7 hours or 3 months or 2 years, that door will open and I will walk back out. Do you know what I mean? So that's what it is, man. Can't keep them good. Yeah, I love that saying, you can't keep a good man down. And I love that saying. And do you know what? And you know what, Mark, these words, that's going to apply to Live Free. Can't keep a good man down, mate.
Live Free will come back. Live Free will be as big as he were before. He's just got to get his shit sorted out and he's going to be back on it.
I know.
Exactly.
I know.
Bigger and better. Sorted.
I know. He will be back, man. Because do you know why? It's that saying, you can't keep a good man down. Simple
Exactly.
as that, guy.
A lot of passion.
So,
Got a lot of passion.
He's got a big heart, hasn't he, Manda? Hasn't he? Do you know what I mean? Kid's got a
Indeed,
heart.
yes. People don't know, or he goes off a bit, but you know.
It's all words from Live Free. It's how he puts himself across that lets him down a bit, but he's learned from all this.
Well, he's learning.
And he's going to come back and he's going to be even stronger than he were before.
It must have been frustrating.
So if you're listening, big up,
the last few months must
very
have been
much
frustrating.
so.
Do you know what I mean? Must have been, mate. But listen, I'm going to shout. We'll keep Live Free in our thoughts, of course. But he's not daft. He's intelligent. We've watched him for fucking years, man. You know, he's not a daft lad, neither. He's got a big heart and he's fucking intelligent as well. Do you know what I mean? Now, you know what? Even if he doesn't come back, if he didn't come back, let's say he didn't come back, I'll always respect him. Always, because it wasn't. Live Free's the man. Him and Marty, but more Live Free than Marty. But Marty did have a helping hand in me picking that camera up, but more so Live Free. Do you know what I mean? And for that, I will be always grateful. Always. Even if I sack the channel off or I don't, I'll always be grateful to Live Free. Simple as that. He didn't even know. He was sat at home doing his own thing. He didn't even know that he inspired And he's not only just inspired me, he's inspired loads of people. So respect, live free all day long. Chris Galone, man, respect. Just move the butter and then you'll be perfect, mate. Get away from that lead and you'll be perfect. Respect. That's only a football thing. Right, listen, guys, I'm going to go because if I don't, I won't get out. Right, listen, we'll see you tonight. Until then, go and enjoy the sun. Say again.
Have a good day. Have a good day.
Well,
And Mel as well. Take care, both. Just be good if you can't. Just be careful.
thank you.
And I'll
Thank you.
catch you tonight.
Well, I
What's
catch you
wrong,
tonight.
buddy?
Yeah.
Okay. Yep.
See you
will
later.
do. Right.
There you guys.
Bye.
Take care.
Bye.
Have a good one, man. Have a good one. So yeah, I'm a black belt in jiu-jitsu, and I've even got the boots to match. Well, so listen, guys, that's it. I'm just about. I pressed one button. I only have to press one now. It's getting that fucking pressing the second one. Right, listen, I'm out. Until then, right, we'll see you tonight. Until then, please stay safe. Go and enjoy that sunshine. And remember, you can do anything you want. Respect.